Where are you going?
To your room. See you at yours.
I'm gonna win!
Lil and Roz had been inseparable since they were kids. They were more like sisters than best friends. They grew up together in New South Wales, Australia, and made countless memories along the way.
Look at the dolphins!
But after Lil suddenly lost her husband in a car accident, Roz stayed by her side and helped her through the pain.
Hey, where's Mum?
With Lil.
I think you should take Ian down the beach.
Their sons, Ian and Tom, also grew up together and became handsome young men.
God, Lil, look at that. They're beautiful. Yeah. You did all right. You have a good day?
Might be a tick. Well, here's to our mothers.
Thank you, my darling.
Still, Ian never stopped missing the father he had lost at such a young age.
You all right?
Since the two families were always together, they seemed incredibly happy.
Hey! Hi.
Harold, Roz's husband, was offered a job as an associate professor in Sydney.
Well?
Senior lecturer in drama at Sydney University.
But Roz wasn't exactly thrilled when she heard the news.
I thought you and Tom would come with me.
No. You must have applied for this job, Harold.
Yeah. I didn't think I was gonna get it. Not in a million years.
Ian and Tom were so close that Ian would sometimes sleep over at Tom's house. And whenever he was there, Roz was always around.
Shall I close the door?
No.
Lil, meanwhile, was beautiful and very popular with the people at work.
Well, I took the liberty of organising a little surprise. My birthday.
But, I can't tonight, because we've got the book club.
Oh, I see.
I need a wife. Permanent wife.
Harold asked Roz to move to Sydney with him, but all he got was a cold response.
Well, he says my real relationship isn't with him, it's with you. You've no idea how much I used to envy you guys. He's not saying we're lesos.
Ian and Roz had become so close that, to Harold, they almost looked like a couple.
We're just best friends.
In the end, Harold had no choice but to go to Sydney on his own.
I didn't know you were out here.
On the day Harold left, Ian and Roz started exchanging lingering glances. That night, Ian finally crossed the line with Roz, his best friend's mother. Later, Tom happened to see his mother coming out of Ian's room without her pants on. Confused and overwhelmed, Tom spent the whole night lost in thought. It wasn't until the next day that he finally left the beach and went to Lil's house.
I don't really want to leave here.
God, no. We'd really miss you.
And I'd miss you.
Tom! Christ!
I'm sorry.
There, Tom told Lil everything that had happened the night before.
Caught my mother coming out of his bedroom
What?
with her jeans in her hand.
It's impossible. She's known him since he was a baby.
Then I've probably been thinking about it for quite a while.
After that, he pretended he knew nothing about it. When Lil found out that her best friend had slept with her son, she was completely shocked. Tom felt just as shaken. That night, Ian still hadn't come home, so Tom decided to stay at Lil's place.
I don't really want to go back there tonight. Can I please stay here?
Yeah, of course.
But the next day, Tom and Lil also crossed a line they should never have crossed. When Tom got home, he told his mother everything.
Where have you been?
Doing to her what Ian's been doing to you.
Roz was even more shocked when she heard the truth directly from her own son. Roz then went to see her best friend, Lil.
It can't happen again.
The two women promised each other that they would put an end to these relationships. But Ian had no idea about their agreement and was still in love with Roz.
It's over, Ian.
No.
You have to leave.
Before long, they made the same mistake all over again. Lil and Roz had once been as close as sisters, but things between them were no longer quite the same. Still, one thing was clear. Neither of them was completely unhappy with the situation.
I can't remember being this happy. I don't want to stop. I'm sure they'll get bored of us soon enough.
Meanwhile, Roz's husband came home from his business trip.
We'll be going down next week.
The matter? You worried about the move?
Harold was even more disappointed when he realized that Roz still didn't want to move to Sydney. Ian quietly watched Roz's husband.
I don't think we're going to be able to come live in it.
I don't understand.
Neither of us can bear to leave here, not for now. I'm sorry.
In the end, Harold still had to leave for Sydney on his own.
He just needs to see us all together, out and about.
Everything looked normal on the surface, but in reality, things had changed far too much.
I'll fucking kill you!
Ian and Tom eventually got into a fight.
You fucking cunt!
Even after making up, things between them remained incredibly awkward.
Where are you going?
To your room. See you at yours.
Meanwhile, Saul, a divorced man who secretly had feelings for Lil, stopped by her house.
I'm in love with you, and I've been in love with you for a while.
I think you're going to have to take no for an answer.
I'm so sorry.
He also mistakenly assumed that Lil and Tom were a couple. As time passed, they gradually became used to this awkward situation. Everything seemed to be returning to the happy days they once had.
You'd survive.
2 years later, with Harold's help, Tom was given the chance to direct a stage production.
Hey, Dad's offered me a production down in Sydney.
Hey, you should take it.
He left Lil and his friend Ian behind and went to Sydney for a month-long work trip. There, Tom met Mary, a passionate young artist. He soon began developing feelings for her. That night, the two of them slept together at Mary's house. No one knew where these fragile and dangerous relationships would eventually lead. The movie is based on The Grandmothers, a story written by Doris Lessing. The story itself was inspired by something the author had once heard in real life. Set against a breathtaking natural landscape, the film follows the love between two mothers and two sons, a love that crosses social taboos and conventional moral boundaries. At the same time, it quietly shows just how much this kind of love can destroy. Lil and Roz were so close that they looked like real sisters, or even twins. When Lil lost her husband, Roz stayed by her side and comforted her. Roz also treated Ian, Lil's son, with the same care and affection as a mother. Lil treated Tom in much the same way. But the picture of this seemingly happy and close-knit family began to fall apart because of Ian's impulsive decision. The southern coast of Australia looks peaceful, beautiful, and full of life. In contrast, the love that unfolds there feels not only dangerous, but deeply unsettling. The two women are growing older, and they both know that this love cannot last forever. Stories with similar themes have appeared in movies and television many times before. That is why finding a fresh and engaging way to tell such a story is such an important part of filmmaking. Two Mothers deals with a bold and controversial subject, but from another point of view, it could also be seen as a familiar storyline. Watching them openly share their fears about getting older and seeing their bodies change is something rarely shown in ordinary romance films. That is why the heart of the movie may not actually be the relationship between the two sons and their best friend's mother. Instead, the film seems more focused on Lil and Roz, their guilt, their loneliness, and the fears they face as they grow older. Thank you for watching until the end. Goodbye, and I'll see you again in the next video.